right now.
Winner side is big deal.
Yeah, big stuff. And Edgar was actually knocked out pretty early by a
Jerry.
Jerry, a Kin player. And right now we're seeing him play against Brosinex, which is considerably the best Kin in Vegas right now.
Yeah, so we're going to see how he's going to adapt in the matchup here, considering that he did play against Jerry. And that was very early in the bracket, but we're going to move into round one going on PS2 with Brosinex being Ken and Edgar using Palutena, surprisingly.
Definitely. And one thing about both of these characters is that neutral game is going to have to be strong here because each time one of them gets a single hit, they can connect in quite a bit. And you see Brosinex getting some pretty amazing conversions here.
Yeah, and Edgar was looking to get his string started with a Nair. Unfortunately, did not get all the hits and pop him up. So Brosinex was able to get away with minor damage, but big control coming in, stage control coming in for Edgar right now.
Yeah, definitely. Edgar actually letting Brosinex kind of get back to the ledge for free right there. Out of the Tatsus. What a great kick. This could be bad. Miss input. That was definitely a Shoryuken right there.
Now, I don't think the Shoryu would have killed because it's not like Ryu's where it's like powerful at the beginning. He gets more of the benefits off the top of it. But
that's where the knockback
is.
Yeah, it would have been big damage. Also, ooh, that one definitely would have killed. That one was actually more like Ryu's, and that one kills too.
The one without the fire. I mean, great job so far from Edgar because it looked like he was down by a lot and actually has a % lead. Minor, but I mean, you always want to have some sort of a lead when you're going into a high-stakes match.
Definitely. I really like what Edgar's doing here. He's just going deep, trying to make up for that mistake of letting Brosinex back on the first time.
Yep.
There he goes, just getting it with the back throw, though. So you see, Edgar, I think he's kind of starting to see that the Shotos aren't really that strong off the stage. Wow, that was a great shield right there.
Oh, there. All right. So, yeah, the great adaptation that Edgar has right now is that he's slowing the pace down and forcing him to come in more.
There he goes. He's going deep. But Brosinex is no stranger to being in this position. He has his jump. This is really bad, though. And that's exactly what I was talking about is Edgar is just finding these opportunities to bully Brosinex off the stage. So Brosinex going to have to be careful. 2 stock to 1 right now.
Yeah, he was able to clean out that stock with the back air, but he has a big deficit. This is one of those opportunities Brosinex needs to take to just rack up as much % and eliminate the stock while, playing a lot more carefully because Edgar's proven that, one minor mistake and you're going to take 30%. A couple of interactions like that and, goodbye game 1.
Oh, definitely. Brosinex, I think, is going to have to practice a little bit more safety here because I definitely like the focuses that he's throwing out, but Edgar is just countering each focus with a Nair every single time. I've never seen Brosinex get Naired this much.
Yeah, he's definitely getting torn apart by this neutral air. These multi-hits are tearing up his focus, so he can't really approach with that, and it's one of his favorite options. But there's a Nair to downer.
That was some Ryu stuff. That was smash for Ryu stuff right there. Brosinex coming right back. 87%, not bad. And so far, Brosinex has been on stage. This is exactly what he needs, is to maintain this steady neutral and not get Naired. And here we go. We got some conversions coming in. Going for the mix-up right there.
Did not get the Tatsu follow-up there, unfortunately, but he did rack up 50%, so this game is pretty much even. Oh, the counter.
Wow.
I like the option, though, going for it. However, excuse me, I don't think Palutena's counter hits low enough to punish it like a Martha or a Lucina would.
Definitely, and Brosinex spaced himself right below the ledge, so the sweet spot would hit him. What a great early option right there, opting to not get gimped and just going for a risky but really well-placed up B right there. And doing it again, but that time he got punished for it.
And just like you said, the offstage game is really where Edgar was able to capitalize and take advantage of the fact that the Shotos are super linear. So it's really exciting to see how Edgar's adapting in the matchup at the same time. Brosinex is changing up the way he's playing because you can see mid-game he started to alter his recovery with the early Shoryus to counter the neutral air. And from there, Edgar realized himself that, okay, you're going to Shoryu early. Let me forward air a little bit earlier than you thought. So great counterplay from each other. And what do you think would be a great counterpick stage for Brosinex to go to?
Honestly, I definitely feel like they're going to run it right back. Like, I think PS2 is a really good stage just because the spacing of the platforms is more likely for him to get that really strong hit of up B. And here we go. Like, Ken's there's a jank hitbox of the Flame Shoryuken that can kill around 80%. I don't know if it kills Palutena at that %, but these platforms are perfect for it. So the thing is, though, that this stage also does benefit Edgar as well. And you can see right there with Palutena just getting Nair back air. You don't want to get hit by Palutena's Nair at early % because if you do, you are forced to take a combo that could potentially lead you to a guaranteed 40.
Yeah, and right now, Brosinex did a good job coming back, but with some missed inputs, you can see he's trying to get some early combos in his damage. And, wow, okay, so if he does reach over and does not sweet spot the ledge, Palutena can actually go ahead and hit him. And that back air being somewhat invincible, beating out the Shoryuken and taking that stock with Brosinex only putting 36% on Edgar. Edgar's poised to have a good 2-0 lead, but Brosinex
I don't know about that one. I don't know if he was going for the kill or the damage right there, but here we go with the heavy kick coming in. So one thing I know for sure is Palutena is an extremely safe character. She tends to be safe on whiff, safe on block, amazing but not going to kill with that Shoryuken right there. Where do you think Ken shines? I know he has good pressure and mix-up game.
Oh,
but
right there. Right above a platform, I think, is going to be where Brosinex is going to have to take advantage of the matchup because Palutena does have the multi-hit nair, which can hit low, but if it's a trade situation, the Shoryuken should give Brosinex a better opportunity to reset the situation and keep him in there and possibly kill. So I think that for him to really benefit his character is to keep him above and then make sure he completes his ground combinations.
Yeah, no, definitely. We're seeing that right there, like a quick 33% just from a one ground exchange. That's exactly what Brosinex needs. He needs to get close. He needs to get those down tilt starters. But the problem is that Edgar is just playing so safe and keeping him on the ledge. This is going to be really tough.
Yeah, right now we can see that, honestly, a 40% deficit isn't too much, especially considering that the Shotos have great burst options and the ability to kill very early. But it's like you mentioned earlier in the game, Brosinex continues to find himself in a situation where he's off stage. Edgar doing a great job of realizing it, and that's a mix-up. I would believe he's going for the DI because he understands that if he keeps him off stage, he'll get this damage. Or I think he might have gone for a kill setup right there.
Yeah, no, and he actually tried it again. And the funny thing is that Brosinex actually did call out the single hit back air. He would have actually focused through it and got his own counterattack, but Edgar misspaced it and ended up getting the punish.
That's that safe on whip that you were talking about, I think.
Definitely.
But with that, Edgar takes the second stock, and we find ourselves in a similar situation where Brosinex has minimal damage done on that stock.
There's that nair.
Yeah, it's, it's tearing them apart right now. And these aerials, I think Brosinex needs to find more opportunity to punish on the ground because he's not winning any of these aerial exchanges.
Definitely, and it looks like there's a lot of frustration coming out from Brosinex as well, just because he can't really get anything going. Edgar is just playing so safe. That looked like it could have been something he's going for. He's scheming on the ledge right here, but Edgar with the reversal, the immediate reversal, having Brosinex back on stage. Brosinex unsafely getting back on, and here we have what could have been an edge guard right there, but a little bit of a misspacing from Edgar right there. So now we're back in neutral.
Do you think that maybe the fact that he's getting in less hits, he might want to consider a switch to Ryu? Even if he wins this game, I feel like that the little hits he's getting don't count as much because he's using Ken, who relies heavily on just consistent
being
pressure.
able to get in, and right now, Edgar's not making it easy. So I definitely do think that if a switch to Ryu, I don't know if it would be better, but it's worth a try.
Absolutely.
Because I definitely agree. Ryu gets more from less hits.
Yeah, and that's that back here going to close out the game. This time a two-stock here, so Edgar up 2-0 now. You can see Brosinex not shaken, definitely in his thought now.
Yeah, he's definitely in his head right now just thinking about what it could be. Maybe he might also be thinking about a potential switch. I mean, we've seen from Edgar, like, he doesn't seem to be shook at all. He's looking extremely confident right now, just, taking it a game at a time, playing it safe. He knows what to do. He knows what he's looking out for. He knows what to not get hit by, and he's just making it work.
And we can see the game plan really coming to fruition right now by keeping Brosinex off stage. There's really so much damage that's being delivered right now, and here it is. He's hovering over Ryu. Let's see if he's going to go for the switch.
Here we go. The less is more character. Let's do it.
Here we go.
Charmin Ryu.
We're going to have Ryu and Palutena. And Brosinex, for those of you guys joining us who may not be too familiar, Brosinex actually mained Ryu. And was one of the best, I would say, in the world.
Yeah, defeating Ally at Smash Masters League. I'm not sure if that was in Winners or not.
That was Winners, yeah.
He knocked him down, dude. Amazing. So
not only that, but he also took out Captain L that tournament with Ryu, which is a big deal because at that time, Captain L and Locust were, all the rage. So,
definitely. So pretty much, Brosinex is no stranger to this character right here. So we're going to see how it plays out. I mean, he does have that slight lead early on. We also do have the Choconuts right here, which is a multi-hit, slow-moving Hadouken that Ken does not have.
Correct.
So and it's definitely adding more pressure in this matchup.
It allows him to.
And
there's
my
upper short
goodness. Very nicely done.
115. See, this is what I'm talking about. He's getting, like we had said earlier, more out of less interactions versus where Ken would just get kind of blown up and not really have an opportunity to retaliate. And that fireball definitely coming in handy because it's more effective than the Ken one because he's able to follow up with it.
Yeah, that was a really nice shield to the up air right there on the Shoryu. But another thing is I also feel like Edgar has to respect Ryu a little bit more just because stocks can end up disappearing. Not quite like Smash 4, but for things like that, you got to watch out because that could kill Palutena maybe around 110, 120. So Edgar's definitely going to have to be a little bit more cautious. Brosinex is bringing it now.
Yeah, Edgar has to clean up his punishes a little bit because Brosinex did a full screen inputted Tatsumaki, and he had his back to him, and so he tried to grab it. That ended up resulting in him whiffing his grab, eating it down till Shoryu. So good punish from Brosinex, but I think if Edgar cleans it up, we're going to see more of the same here. And wow, that neutral right off the top.
Yeah, that's actually a kill move, which is amazing. But check this out. One thing I noticed is Edgar has such a solid advantage state. Whenever he gets Brosinex on the ledge, it's so hard for him to do anything. Edgar ledge traps so well. And here we got like what, a 0 to 68. It's still going. What a combo. Edgar is playing out of his mind right now.
Yeah, that was fantastic pressure that he had applied.
That was advantage right there.
The follow-ups were so
That
real.
was advantage state.
Definitely took him from 0 to about 102%. So that was fantastic play from Edgar. But we're not Ken anymore. We're dealing with Ryu, and the big thing that Ryu has going for him is, you know what? The more rage you give him,
the comeback factor.
Oh, there it goes.
That DI was a little sus, though.
He did catch him with the mix-up with that down throw. I think he was anticipating a forward throw to be put off stage again.
Possibly, but yeah, you should probably always DI that one out because you don't ever want to get hit by a guaranteed back air if they end up catching you on the DI mix-up.
And here we are again with just this air pressure. That
oh my goodness. Look how Edgar is playing so frustratingly safe right now. You can see him spacing these backers on shield. Brosinex is just having a really hard time getting in. Trying to play this safe neutral, and Edgar just jumping over the coconuts, just going in right now.
Yeah,
like,
he's really putting on a lot of pressure. And he is a stock up, so it makes sense. You might as well take advantage of any situation you're in.
So many back airs.
There's a did not kill. I don't think he committed to it because he had the shield.
Was that a weak Shoryu?
Yeah,
was that
it was definitely weak.
one?
It felt like he didn't commit to it because he didn't like take off from the top.
Got you. Yes, I mean, this is really tough. Very nice spaced back air from Brosinex right there is going to bring this game back. 125% deficit. He is off stage right now. We've seen how scary Edgar can be off the stage. Just drops down with a nair. I've been noticing more and more Palutenas do that as of late.
It's
just
a great
drop down nair edge guards.
Great option. Disjoints flying all over the place, and this is the time where Brosinex needs to see, what can he do. He's in a huge deficit, but this is the type of a character that you want to have in this scenario.
Right. Yeah. No, he definitely can be making comebacks, but I mean, like,
there it is.
Wow.
Very good patience coming out of Edgar to get that punish. Now, pretty much the same result, I feel like, with the Ken and Ryu. What do you think Brosinex should have done differently that may have given him a better opportunity against Edgar, or what to do in the future?
I definitely think, I don't know, it might be, from what I noticed, a lack of matchup experience, because I don't know if Brosinex is really aware of just